next thing we thought that would be useful in something like this is a few of what we think the top 10 terms are. So this was fun. We just sat down and brainstormed every word we knew in social media and go, you know, if you were arming someone to start out, what should they at least know these terms? And so we're starting with social media versus social networking as one of the key terms to know, where the social networking is the act of relating online in these different domains and staying in contact with people. And the social media is the medium which we're doing it in. So if you look at the next. Tweet. You're going to have to know tweet. I'm afraid no matter how much you dislike Twitter, tweeters, and want it. You know, when the government asks them to not shut down for certain reasons, and when the news is using it as a primary news source, if you're a business, you need to be paying attention to that. Because this is such an integrated resource. Even if something happened to Twitter, it's hooked into something human that's drawing people towards it beyond the initial wow feature.
How did you guys find out about this through Inside 919, Facebook, or Twitter?
Found out about this from Inside 919, Facebook, or Twitter. Right?
That's the power of social media.
Right, great. Two things are very important with Facebook is understanding that you have a profile which has a little wall around it designed to protect your privacy, and those are friends, and then they created the fan page, which is really designed to be highly visible by Google. In the private world, we want things private. In the business world, we want Google to find us a lot. And so these are the two things that we thought were important to understand in this aspect as a distinction. LinkedIn, and you know, I'm obviously, if you've been around me, you know you should eat well, dress, exercise, and be on LinkedIn. I think that's the criteria. You know, I really have been playing with who shouldn't be on it, and it's such a valuable tool. It's highly indexed by Google. It's a tool that's all business, reputation building, easy to make people. I've been in meetings where I just pass someone's LinkedIn profile, they get to look at them, see the reviews, the contact, and other information. Key things on this, make sure your picture's on there and your business phone number. Nothing's more annoying than one time I was trying to look up a guy recently. I went to his blog, I went to his profile, I went to his LinkedIn, and I couldn't find his business phone number. So make sure that's everywhere so you're easy to reach. Next. Blogs, they still have value. Why do blogs have value? Someone's been in, where's the guy? You were in the class, you heard it.
Yeah.
Why are blogs of value?
Well, you can express new things about your product or business and let everyone know. And then it gets attention, you know, when you send out a blog or people follow it.
Right. Yeah. Relevant content for people. And Google, what is Google looking for? Relevant content for the people searching. In some way, it's not completely, it's almost like you're able to build a new web page every time you create a blog. So the more you understand this and utilize it and use the right keywords and other things and make relevant content, the better. Yes?
I was told it also ranks you higher in an organic search to have more blogs.
Yes, it does, especially if you point back to your site in the correct way. That's one of the pieces. Even press releases can help with that. So good point.
Also on the blogs,
yep.
Original content.
What's that?
Original
content. Absolutely. Original, relevant content. Yes. Stealing people's other material to just make noise usually does not work well. A great point. Reputation management. Well, this is to me one of the key things that's occurring is you want to know when people are raving about you and if they're complaining about you. And understanding that to begin with, because one of my quotes is, a great quote is a builder in a group I went to said, I went to an area and they were talking all about me and I got so afraid I left completely. Well, the problem is it's still going on. And you know, if you're going to have somebody that's not happy with you, it's better to have it in your front lawn than across town where you don't know it. So you can literally take bad situations from your perception and turn them around, understanding how to manage your reputation properly online and keeping track of it. Authenticity and transparency. One of the most important things to let people know under transparency is transparency does not mean full disclosure of every detail. You know, you don't have it. What it is it's really about giving enough of you so as I get to know you more, there's something real about it. There's something unique. There's a signature there because we aren't just trusting logos like we used to. We want to know who are the real people around it, and this is where people doing good quality work have the competitive advantage. You're in your field, you're doing honest work, providing high return on investment for people, and here, that's where the transparency and the authenticity occurs. Instead of having a big plan of action, if a crisis occurs, most people are finding something radical. If something goes wrong, be honest, clean it up, and the world will respond better than if you tried to have some type of spin on it. So this is an exciting piece of social media. Yeah, please.
Quick point about authenticity and transparency. A great example that's not really in play yet, but is coming out. Some of you know Jeremy Smith. You were at his seminar on Twitter last night. Jeremy is looking to lose he's got a weight loss goal, and he's looking to lose his last 75 pounds through social media. And he's going to use Twitter to keep himself accountable and reach out to his friends and his colleagues and his coworkers to do that. And if there's not a better example of authenticity and transparency in social media, I don't know where it is.
Great. Good. Okay, next one. Promoting versus relating. A popular term is push versus pull. I have a different view on it. I really like promoting because there is an appropriate place for promoting. You have permission. This is where the promotion occurs. This is where you find out more information so you can make an informed decision. There's nothing wrong with promoting. It's putting it in its right place versus relating. And when you relate, when you really have an agenda of promoting, it messes up. And when you actually mix these things together, sometimes there are problems that occur. So my view is promoting is the targeted advertising we talked about that's appropriate. And then the relating is building the real relationships over time and staying connected to people so that your customers can get to know you and your allies can also build relationships with them. Social bookmarks, still a valuable piece in the social arena. That would be like Stumble, Dig, to name a few of these. Social bookmarks means I found something neat and I want to share it with the world of a website or resource. So this is something, if you have something good you want to let people know, you can put it up there. But it's also a resource for news. People are going to dig to find out what are the conversations and issues that are concerning people today. And you're getting grassroots comments by what they're voting on, where people in society are putting their attention. So this is almost becoming its own news source in some settings because the community is finding things and then the community is voting on what they want to learn more about. So a resource both for information and for connecting to people and for letting people know about stuff that's going on. Monitoring and analytics. That's the piece where you can track things. How many people have learned about Bitly, for example, or one of the shortening URLs that gives you a tracking system? And then, of course, a good web developer, Whitney's here, that offers tools for you. A good web developer will give you updates on the tools so you can see, are we building relationships and enhancing our relationship, our business? Are we building the right relationships that are actually enhancing our business? So this is where the monitoring and analytics are important for your business and social media and understanding. I think that's it.
Before we turn over to
Yep.
let's give some more to the president.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I'll draw your list.
You get to draw this time.
What can we give away first?
Oh, pick something. What do you want next?
Cheesecake.
Oh, I don't know.
I think we should say